All right, back by popular demand. So this is a continuation of our Valence Lithium Iron Magnesium Phosphate battery disassembly. Now these are the individual modules, the 1S module that is inside every one of these batteries. Well, for this model, it's a 40 amp hour model. So there are 30 cells encased in each one of these. And what's happening right now is, so in order to troubleshoot and see which cells are creating problems, I'm trying to charge these things up using my benchtop power supply. And it's not working because as I'm charging it, you know, one of the cells that's broken, or perhaps multiple cells that are shorted, keeps draining the frickin' pack. So what I need to do is remove the culprits. Now, as you can see from here, I removed one module completely, and I found the easiest way to do that is, and there's really no easy way to do it, so let me just show you the brute force method that I went about disassembling these battery packs. So what I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at corrosion near the terminals, and also I'm looking for blistering of the pack. And what I like to do is just kind of eliminate all of the blistered cells and see if that kind of helps the situation. So again, there's pretty heavy corrosion here, and since we need to get into it from one end, it's easier to get into it from one end. I'll just show you what I do to tear these things out. Very, very delicate instrument here. So ideally, there's a copper, pretty thick gauge copper plating that's melded to the nickel plate. So well, I destroyed that cell, but doesn't matter. It's for the greater good, right? There. So just do that one at a time and go down the list, and once the nickel tabs come off, they come off pretty quickly and pretty easily. Hey, this one's holding charge. 13 millivolts. Oh, it's no good anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and just chuck it in the lithium battery recycling pit. Oh, with that guy out of the way. Do another one. So we got blistering of this one. Doesn't look all that healthy. So as you can see, we're going to have to go through several cells to get to the bad ones. And that's just the cost of, it's just a casualty of this process. It's not very scientific, but it's the best we've got. This guy may survive. So ideally, what I like to do is keep the nickel tabs actually kind of long so I can peel it off with a needle nose plier later. Oh, I should wear gloves. And you should too. So before attempting this, order something protects you from the sharp edges, and also that we're going to try and save later. So this has a cracked top. We're not going to want this one. This one's actually blistered pretty badly, so we're going to put this one in the recycling bin. There's this guy over here I'm not comfortable with either, so we're going to try and come over here, get rid of this guy, come over here and get rid of this guy. I'm not sure. This is any good still, so we're going to put it in the maybe bunch. So cracked cell we're getting rid of, blister we're getting rid of, and we're going to get this blistered cell and get rid of it. And the rest I will try to keep on the same copper bus, so that way it's easier to kind of charge them all in bulk. I should have bought one of those snips. It's precision snips. This guy right here. It's not a very scientific way of approaching this, but desperate times calls for desperate measures, right? It's a real shame, this whole setup. I mean, a couple of cells could destroy a freaking entire pack. So this really should go back to the drawing board to be re-engineered. Yeah. This is why I'm not a big fan of pseudo-environmentalists. midst of this renewable energy movement. Oh shit. Electrolytes are exposed. It smells horrible. The rest of the pack looks... that guy showing some blistering up top. This guy is not very giving me a lot of confidence. But yeah, so that's about it. I mean, I think that's long enough. I think you've seen enough of what it takes to finish the rest with your imagination. I hope this helps you. Good luck. So thankfully, the disassembly of the Valence battery wasn't a complete loss. We salvaged this module, charged it up to 3.2 volts, and it's been holding for 24 hours, which is good. Very minimal losses. That's detectable. And so now we're kind of charging one at a time, the remainder cells. Gonna slow and steady. I'm gonna try and bring them back to health. And these are still unknown, these cells. Now over here in our outside laboratory, where it's better ventilated, see our benchtop power supply right here. This has been going for about 24 hours. And this is the other pack that we're hoping to kind of bring back into life without much interference. This is the one that we just tore up. We tore up all the suspect cells, and we're hoping to charge this in bulk. This over here is our lithium battery graveyard, and that will be sent to the recycling center. It's a combination of a whole bunch of different kinds of lithium cells, like lithium cobalt, and I don't know, all the other kinds. Anyway, the important thing is keep them outside your house. Don't leave them in the house. And when you're working with what we witnessed earlier with these cells, remember to only do this if they are lithium iron magnesium cells or lithium iron phosphate cells, not the regular lithium variety. Otherwise, you'll run the risk of setting your house on fire, which is not good.